What's good, y'all? It's Ikechi Onyenaka. I'm here live streaming for you guys for my live stream music concert. If you're new to my channel, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're about to play some original music on here. But yeah, this is also a live Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, any questions, anything you want to know about me, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Also, you guys are more than welcome to donate to my channel. All my donation links are down below in the description and inside the video. They're not mandatory, but they're all accepted. Alright, so I'm finna play my original song, Internal Struggles, just to kick things off. And yeah, let's have some fun. that was Internal Struggles. Internal Struggles, original song by me. Thought we would just kick some things off. But yeah, um, hope everyone's doing well today. This is Saturday. I can't believe we're already almost through the whole week. So this is pretty crazy. It's been a wild week for me. I had a lot of planning to do. I think if you guys were here during the last live stream, you guys know that I'm preparing to release a project. In the planning phases right now, just getting everything together. But it's crazy because this is my very first, like my first major project I'm working on. So it's interesting, man. I didn't think there was gonna be so much work that was involved with it, but I'm finding out different things, learning different things, what to do here, how much stuff I should add the first time around and whatnot. So it's gonna be really good. I'll let you guys know what happens, and I do plan on vlogging the whole studio session, so that will be really cool. If you guys haven't seen any of my vlogs just yet, go into I think it's my channel page and check out the gig vlogs section of the page, and there you'll see all my vlogs. But yeah, we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do one more song, and then we'll get into some other stuff too. So this next song is my original song called Hardships. Yeah, here goes Hardships. that was Hardships. Hardships. I think it's about. It's funny because a lot of my songs have similar I don't know, similar themes. So I think it's about just going through hard times, just embodying what it means or what it feels to, be in a hard situation. But yeah, the ending is like the light at the end of the song, so that's why it kind of gets brighter. Um, let's see, what are we finna do now? I'm gonna do some improvisation. Um, it's cool. Shout out to Anil, one of my subscribers. I just dropped a tutorial. In case you guys didn't see that, it's a saxophone tutorial for the song Mood by 24K Golden. And I'm sorry that that video did not drop on Friday. It was supposed to drop on Friday. The video export process, it just took way too long. So what I ended up dropping it, and yeah, it's a really cool song. It's in the key of concert B flat major. And when I was playing it, I had some ideas, and I kind of felt like I wanted to experiment with G minor. So here's my version of experimenting with G minor. Alright, that was improvisation in the key of G minor. And what it kind of reminds me of is, I don't know if the song's called Autumn Leaves. It kind of reminds me of those changes, but I felt like changing the first half into something different, something a little bit brighter, and then like the second half resolves it. So that was kind of cool. Um, let's try something jazzy. Let's try. I love the song Mr. PC, so we're gonna do the chords to that song.
Those were the chord changes, I believe, to Mr. PC. So that was pretty cool. Kind of just switch it up in the middle, do something kind of like hip hop funkish. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I figure I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do an original song this time. This one is called my song, Incognito. So with Incognito, this song is basically about it goes out to anybody who's kind of running away from who you really are. So this song is called Incognito.
Incognito. Incognito. Another song that will be on my upcoming projects. So definitely check that song out. I think my song list for my original songs are inside the description below. So if, in case you want to check out this music right after, you guys can check that out as well. You see, we got a question here from I Stop Smoking. What's up, man? Woman, I don't know. Shout out to you. Thanks for joining the live stream. We got, what are your thoughts on Space Jam 2? I don't know if I saw the second one. Is the second one with the female bunny, Lola? If that's the one, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was good. I forgot they made two. I could have sworn there was only one of them. Yeah, Space Jam 2. Space Jam in general was cool. Like, you can never have another Space Jam. So I honestly liked Space Jam. What else is there? Yeah. So as I said, it's a live Q&A. You guys can ask me anything. You guys can ask me anything like how did I get started, what kind of equipment I'm using. I have all my equipment links inside the description below. So if you guys want to check out all that information, if you're a saxophonist, definitely check that out. All that stuff is down below in the description. Let's see, we did Incognito. I think I'm gonna do a song of mine that I did not do in any of my live streams, right? This one is called, oh, we got another comment. Okay, cool. Shout out to you, Prince OTA. What started your musical journey? All right, you guys have some good questions today. We got Space Jam and then this one. That's a deep question, man. I would say what started my musical journey. It's funny. I started music when I was in, I'd say, kindergarten, or probably right before then. Like, my earliest musical memory of me doing anything music wise, I was a little kid. I grew up in like Austin, Texas. I was a little kid pretending to play like air electric guitar on my mantelpiece. Like, we had this fireplace, and we had like all this brick, in front of it. So I used to pretend like the brick that was laid down on the ground was a stage. So I didn't know I wanted to be a musician, but that was what I was doing. So, you would think I'd be playing guitar today. But from there on, I went into school, started singing in like choir and like preschool, kindergarten, did choir in school as well. Then I saw the band program, and I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the clarinet and the saxophone. I was torn between which one to choose, but at the time, going, I thought, clarinet might be easier, so I went with the clarinet. Ended up not regretting it, but what I'm saying, I don't know, I just thought that the saxophone was cool. Like, saxophone, you had like a lot of, everybody in jazz band was playing saxophone, and you had to play saxophone to be in jazz band. I was the only clarinet player that was in jazz band, so ended up getting a saxophone. Loved it since then. Got it in like ninth grade. But yeah, I guess that's how I started my musical journey. Just joining choir from a young age, and then transitioning into instrumental music. Let's see. What did you choose? Why did you choose saxophone? I guess I kind of touched on that a little bit before. So, yeah. I'd say I chose saxophone just because it spoke to me more. all of my favorite musicians played saxophone. Like for the longest time, I was only playing clarinet. Like you guys can even check out on my channel. I got clarinet videos. That was my first video I made, a clarinet cover of "Isn't She Lovely." But it's like anytime I played the clarinet, I thought of saxophone. So it's like, why not get a saxophone? So ended up getting a saxophone, rented it out, ended up keeping it later on, and that's the saxophone I have today. I love it till this day, and I'd never trade it for anything in the world, you know. Um, Another question from Prince OTA. What is your thoughts on being a musician? What is your thoughts on a musician being self-taught to be trained in music school? Okay, so like, I guess my opinion on being a self-taught musician versus being a musician that's taught in music school. It's kind of funny that you say that because I'm the first one. Like I'm self-taught. Like yes, I was. It was just like regular school. It wasn't like a music school that I was involved in, but like we just had like a school band program, a school music program. So that's how I started learning music theory. But everything else, like skills for jazz, skills for like how to play the saxophone, all the other instruments I play, I'm all self-taught for that. So I feel what you're saying. Honestly, it all comes down to music theory. You know, anybody can have heart in their music, but what I will say is the self-taught musicians, from what I've seen, they usually have a lot more heart and soul in their music. They have more passion, and they're not as calculated per se compared to like the students or like the musicians who are trained in a music school or like a music observatory where like everybody like Berkeley or Juilliard or something. Like those people. If you're, and that's not to talk down on anybody from there, because you can have a lot of heart and soul in your music there, but it's just you think when it comes to just being self-taught and assuming the self-taught person doesn't know theory, everything's coming straight from the heart. You know, there's no okay. I have to think about okay. Does this note work in this key? Does this note work in this scale, this chord? If you like, they tend to have a lot of passion with their playing, and it really shows. They're not hindered by any kind of boundaries. Whereas the self-taught people are kind of molded to be in like to play a certain way. So I think that's really the difference. Just less processed. Yeah, I hope that answered your question. These are some good questions, man. See, we got any other questions? That was a really good one, man. I really like that one. There's a lot of people actually talk about that. Like self-taught versus, and no, I don't think that you need to be that you need to go to a music school to be a great musician. I've met a lot of amazing musicians who have never been enrolled in the music school and sound amazing, and they've accomplished a lot. Even if you want to look at someone, look at myself. I may not be the most famous musician in the world, but I've gotten this far in my career, being able to hold my own shows, teach you guys over through YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. So you don't need to be taught, or trained in a music school to be able to be a great musician. Yeah, those are my thoughts on that. All right, I'm gonna play my song Nova, and while I'm playing, if you guys have any other questions that you could think of, type it down below in the comment section. We're on a streak right now. Prince, OTA, you got some good questions, man. I gotta be honest. All right, so this is my song Nova. This song is basically a song that I created for just feeling at the top of your game. Like you ever been like out and you're just feeling yourself that day? It's like a really good day. This is basically the song that captures that feeling. So this song's Nova. Alright, that was my original song Nova, which will be featured on my upcoming EP. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Let's see, we got more comments. So what is your stand on the way music is changing and shaping now specifically for jazz? Alright, this is a good question. Um, the funny thing is we could take this into a lot of different areas. We could take this into from a people's standpoint, um, you know, how do people view, how are musicians treating each other in the jazz scene? Or we could talk about it as like, how is jazz music as a whole, like the songs that are being produced, changing, versus what happened in the past? So I think let's start off with the music part, and then let's go into like the scene, like the people, you know. So with the scene, with the music part, it's a lot of different areas. You got a lot of people who are trying to play in a way, in a way, shape, or form, whatever. Everyone's trying to pay homage to those that came from the past. But here's the issue: a lot of people are staying in the past. They feel like, okay, John Coltrane. I was about to say Coltrane. John Coltrane was a beast, and no one will ever be as good as him. So I have to basically play everything that John Coltrane did, or else it's not jazz music. I think going by that is kind of hindering people, and it's not allowing them to adapt to the times, because you got a lot of amazing musicians. You got people like Branford Marsalis out there, Winston Marsalis, Marsalis brothers. We got, in terms of like that vein, anybody that's trying to play stuff that like really has that, that whole jazz lineage of like the past. And like, that stuff is really happening. So you got that there. You got the cats who are doing like fusion, neo souls type stuff, like myself, Starkey Puppy, Shadow B. Who else we got? You even got cats like, yeah, like those guys. Just for lack of better people to, I'm trying my best to think of everybody. I don't want to leave everybody out, but and you also have like a fine middle section where you got, it's fusion, but you're combining hip hop, you're combining trap, you're combining different stuff, R&B, some stuff there, like just different. It's like a whole mainstream type of vibe. So you got cats like Masego. Masego's up there. He's probably the most mainstream saxophonist right now, And then other than that, you got the smooth jazz cats. So that's pretty much what I see. Exactly, yes. Robert Glasper, exactly. Robert Glasper Experiment. Who else you got? You got Terrace Martin, you got Thundercat, you got everyone from the LA scene. Pretty much a lot of people doing type stuff like that. But it's good. But the only thing is, none of it is bad. The only thing is what you look to get out of it. What are you looking for? Are you looking for something that's a completely new experience? Because if you're looking for something that's a completely new experience that's like pushing forward the genre, I can't really say the cats that are in like Branford Marsalis or Wynton Marsalis is, camp, just for lack of better people. I can't say that they're necessarily pushing the genre forward all the way, because it's like you hear their music is not necessarily something that we haven't heard before, because it screams the legends that came in the past. That's they're paying homage, so that's the main goal of their music. It's not saying it's bad. It's just not a completely fresh experience. Now with the fusion guys, you can kind of argue that the Brecker brothers or people like that did that in the past, but it's the way that they're using the electronics, the way that they're like phrasing certain stuff, the energy that they're bringing is kind of changing the game. It's something that we haven't seen before, and I think that's the new wave. Especially like people like Robert Glasper Experiment, they're changing how people like they're basically introducing jazz to the hip hop and mainstream audience. And it's the best segue to get to the past. But it's a new experience, something that we really haven't experienced before. So I think people in that spot are in the sweet spot. Now when it comes to the scene, that's where things are divided. Jazz, as much as people like to say, hey, my fellow jazz musician, it's a very divided situation because not everybody views every kind of jazz as the right kind of jazz. Like a lot of people like to hate on smooth jazz people. A lot of people say, oh yeah, if you're not swinging, it's not jazz. So they hate on the fusion guys. So a lot of dividing. Probably won't get too much into that, but everything, it's all jazz in some form of way. I hope that answers your question. But yeah, there's a lot of different shades to jazz, and not all of it is accepted. The bop licks, the bebop licks. Thanks, man. Thanks. Uh, I love bebop, and I love putting it into different context. Just to add something kind of new to the table. But yeah, I'm finna do something. Let's try. Since you brought up Glasper, I'm gonna try to do a cherish the day. So don't get mad at me, guys. I did not, for the life of me, I did not know that Cherish the Day was originally written by Sade. I had no idea. Look, my sister's been trying to get me to listen to Sade for like years. I just never wanted to, but now that I found out that she made that song, I'm finna just be binge listening to her music. So I'm pretty much going to be I'm gonna try to do Cherish the Day, but I'm not gonna play the head because I don't want to get copyrighted. All right, we got another question here. We got shout out to you. I'm gonna make sure I don't mispronounce any names. So I just spell it out. Thames Apollo. Shout out to you. Go support their channel. Question is, hey man, do you teach by any chance for beginners? So that's actually a really good question. Because I've actually been getting, believe it or not, I've actually been getting like a lot more requests lately, probably just due to like what's going on right now. Because I know you guys can't really get to school. So I've been getting a lot of requests to do like online private lessons and stuff. And it's something I thought about in the past. Before YouTube, I never thought of myself as like a teacher, and then like once I put up that mask off saxophone tutorial, that kind of changed everything. So maybe I can be a private teacher. I've done private teaching in different ways, but I haven't really done it on a bigger scale. But shoot me a message on like Instagram or email me. My email's inside the description. Let me know like where you are with your music and what you want to accomplish, and maybe we can see if we can work something out. Let's see. I've always been a keyboard player, but your video inspired me to pick up a saxophone. That's what's up. Thank you for watching my videos. Thanks for supporting my channel. What video did you watch? Is it this one or like was it a different one on my channel? And that's awesome that you play keys too. That's lit. Yeah, and that goes for anybody else too who's in this chat. Like if you guys if you guys really want to have like private lessons and you guys want me to like teach you some stuff like over the internet, I think I'm more open to it. I'm more open to it now than I was maybe like a couple years ago. Because a couple years ago I probably wouldn't have considered it, but now that I've been doing a lot of tutorials on YouTube, and I've just been learning a lot more about the saxophone, and just you know I think I'd be down to do private lessons. All right. So I think I'm gonna do something cool. I'm gonna shed on "Cherish the Day," and I'll try my best to escape the melody so we don't get copyrighted. So let's try it. Hey, that was "Cherish the Day" by Robert Glasper Experiment. If you guys haven't heard the Glasper version, oh my gosh, yo. Casey Benjamin, one of the best saxophonists to ever do it. He was on that, and he does what he does is he has like this effects pedal called the Digitech Wing pedal. You might have heard me play use that pedal in some of my videos. That's the reason why I have it, because of him. He does this thing where he stacks the saxophone and does like fourth harmonies, and he just does this killer saxophone solo on that song. You guys gotta check it out. It's crazy. I had the opportunity to meet him once, but honestly, he was a humble guy too. That's the crazy thing. And he didn't even. It was at a jam session in Philly right before this whole thing happened. You know, around the world. It was in March. Humble cat. He didn't want to play. He just wanted to soak in the music. But he was scheduled to play that day. I missed it. I had to leave early. That's the biggest regret I have. That's the biggest regret I have. But I saw the videos. He killed it. It was amazing. Let me check out the comments. See what you guys are saying. If you guys are wondering what I'm looking at my phone here. But let's see the comments. I'm starting to play jazz guitar and listening to Barry Harris. He brought up the point of playing like a horn player. Yes, Barry Harris. Barry Harris is pretty good. I think he actually came to Philly once. I saw him. He was at. If you guys, I don't know if you guys are from the Philadelphia area, but if you guys ever visit Philly, definitely making a point to check out the Philadelphia Clef Club of Jazz. It's one of the biggest music institutions for like young music artists, you know, who are trying to do jazz music. He performed there, so like I got there when it was too late. I saw him going into his car, but yeah, he's a crazy player. I think you should definitely follow that advice because a lot of people who play jazz guitar, I'm not gonna say everybody, but some people, because you don't have to breathe, people are just like da 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 da. They go forever. But if you put some breath, yes, if you put some spacing into the playing, you know, it makes people really understand the ideas that you're playing a lot more, and it gives some space in the music. So that was a good point. Says, who inspired you the most in jazz? Okay. You guys are asking some really good questions today, man. You guys are asking some really good questions. So we're finna get into these questions. I'm gonna say the first one. I'm gonna go by each one. So who inspired me the most in jazz? I think kind of hard because I listened to. I will say, and I don't want to sound like every typical Philly jazz cat, but I did listen to like what's his name, John Coltrane a lot, especially like going into sixth grade. I listened to John Coltrane every day. Just watching, like I would watch. That was when like YouTube was really just starting to get like popping. So like they were uploading like the John Coltrane videos of impressions, my favorite things, especially the one with Eric Dolphy. I think that's who it was. Yeah, I was watching all those. So he had a big role, but in terms of like changing the game for me, it had to have been two people. It was Michael Brecker and Alex Hahn. They were the two big people that, you know, influenced my sound. Because Michael Brecker, he was fearless. You know, Michael Brecker, he was an amazing musician, tenor saxophonist. A lot of people don't know he played soprano too. This guy was a beast. What he would do is like any song he played, he bodied it. Like just straight up bodied it. His lines were incredible. His phrasing was incredible. He had these super fast notes and runs. And it's just like you guys, especially, I think the one video that changed it for me was some Skunk Funk solo at Brecker Brothers' Barcelona performance. I reacted to that video on my channel, so if you guys want to check it out, check out my reactions tab on my channel. But yeah, I have the whole solo there in my reaction. That solo was amazing. So Brecker, huge inspiration. Moving on from that, when I started listening to Marcus Miller a little bit more, I saw Alex Hahn. Alex Hahn is the alto saxophonist for Marcus Miller. Amazing dude, humble, crazy alto sax player. Completely blew my mind when I first heard him. You know, it was when he played Yes and No. I don't know where this was, and like he had a Berkeley performance thing. Like those guys, man, I look up to those guys because I don't know, they changed the game for me. You know, honorable mentions probably like Charlie Parker. Kenny Garrett is a huge one for me. And who else? Casey Benjamin. I don't know. I can't think of everyone right now, but let's see. And how did you find the motivation to practice and keep going every day? when us musicians can't make much of a living from it? Um, in terms of having motivation to practice, it depends. It's like I just always wanted to be the best version of myself. If I heard something that sounded cool, I would want to play it. I'd want to play. I'd want to get to a position where I could play anything that I thought sounded cool. So I would just practice. Like I used to, no lie, I used to practice like probably 4, 5 hours a day back in like middle school, high school. Once I got to college, it wasn't that easy because more work. But it's just about having fun. If you're having fun, it's not gonna feel like practice. It's just gonna feel like you're playing a video game. So like when I'm playing, even when I'm playing for you guys right now, playing music feels like I'm playing a video game. It's not anything. It's not any kind of work. So when you get to that point, I think that's when you start enjoying it more and you start wanting to learn different things. Maybe learn some cheat codes here and there. Get to level up to some new levels. I don't know. That's how I see it. I see music as like a video game. Um, as far as making a living from it, I actually digress. I've seen a lot of people make livings off their music, like Greg Osby. I think he's signed to Blue Note Records. I think he's either from Jersey or Philly. I met him a couple times. He's a cool friend of mine. He's made a living off of his music, and he was just telling me about like a lot of it has to do with savings, and that's true because a lot of musicians, even not just saxophonists, musicians in general, when they get a tour, they get that tour money. Like, yo, all this money, man, I gotta spend on this equipment and that equipment and this equipment. Then their money's gone. It's like, oh shoot, man, I didn't even get to buy those sneakers I wanted. I don't know, man. They spend it on all this unnecessary stuff. So you gotta know how to manage your money. It's a lot of it has to do with saving what you get. You don't have to buy the latest stuff. You don't have to buy the latest equipment. Sometimes you gotta rock on what you got. If it's doing the job, it's getting the job done. Rock with that. Keep moving forward. Keep stacking your bread, and then when the time comes, you know, gradually spend it on things that are necessary. And yeah, and just market yourself. Build a social media presence. Do whatever you need to do to get your name out there and make multiple streams of income. That's a whole another video in of itself. But we might get to that one day. What else we got on here? You sounded awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We got sweet notes. Thanks, man. Casey, yes, Casey is a beast. Casey Benjamin is an absolute beast. And I don't know if you guys have seen this. I think it's on his Instagram, right? I have not seen it on YouTube or anything. This man he played alongside Kenny Garrett and they were trading. It was the best thing I ever seen. Check that out on his Instagram. Do you have any siblings who play as well? I do have an older sister. She sings. Absolute amazing singer. You guys can follow her on YouTube, Dr. Beauty. Amazing singer, amazing vocalist. Hey, Nino. What's up, Nino? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the live stream. What is your advice for self-taught musicians? And what is your advice for musicians in general? All right, for self-taught musicians, I challenge you guys to learn some music theory. And believe me, I've worked with a lot of self-taught musicians. To an extent, I am as well. I taught myself how to play every instrument I play besides the clarinet. So I know how it is to be a self-taught musician. And sometimes it's hard to know how to get something to sound the way you want it to sound or understand what you're playing. So if you're trying to get further as a self-taught musician, I challenge you guys to educate yourselves on some music theory. I challenge you guys to look at your favorite artists, your favorite types of music, and try to teach yourself, try to understand what those guys are doing. Why does what you think sounds cool, why does it sound the way it does? Why does it sound the way it does? Once you understand the science behind that, you'll go a lot further and you'll be able to replicate that. That's when you start realizing that, you understand the music. So when you truly understand what you're playing, and what you're hearing, that's when you're going to go further. So yeah. What is your advice for musicians in general? My advice for musicians in general: 1, stay hungry and passionate. 2, stay humble. have some respect for other people. You never know who's inside the building. You never know who's around you. Have some respect for everybody. And three, I don't know, man. What would it be? Just keep grinding. Be smart with your decisions, though. Not everything is a jam session. Not everything is, playing. If you're trying to do it as a living, it's a whole nother thing, man. It's a whole nother thing. You gotta actually know how to be a businessman. You gotta be an entrepreneur to make a living off of this stuff. So I challenge you guys to have multiple streams of income and understand the game. You guys gotta understand the industry. Why certain people like Chad LB or like Bob Reynolds or all these different other people that are making in jazz, why are they as huge as they are right now and making a living off of what they do? So I think that might answer the question, I hope. Let's see what other questions we got. And this comment section is booming. It's more comments than we got in the last video. That's what's up. Let's see. Yes, John Coltrane. What's up? Cool, we got that one. Doing great. Nina says I'm doing great. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, man. We're in a Saturday morning. It's cloudy over here in Philly. I was thinking about playing video games later today because I've been playing Uncharted and Infamous and stuff like that, but I have not beaten those games, and I've had those games since 2014. So I've been slacking on my gaming. I got to get back into it, man. And I'm trying to learn more about the PS5 and the Xbox and all that stuff. So that's what I've been up to, man. All right. If you guys have any more questions, comment them inside the comment section. I think I'm gonna play one more, another original song. So let's try. Gonna do my song. What song am I gonna do today? Let's try City Dreams. Why not? Oh yeah, and by the way, in case you want to know what City Dreams is all about, it's basically for anybody who doesn't know the next step in their path to success. So if you don't know the answers to everything, you feel kind of lost, this song's for you. All right, that was my song "City Dreams," which will be featured on my new project. Let's see the comments. Comments. We got on the comments where I did the advice. I'm seeing that you're a Nigerian, so am I. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, how did your parents take you playing music seriously? It's kind of funny because growing up, it wasn't like I was forced to be either a doctor, lawyer, or engineer. I know how that is. I see it. Um, like my mom is a nurse. My sister's doing becoming a doctor. So it's in my family, but it was never enforced for us to be that. We were. It was kind of like whatever you like to do, as long as you know you can make a living in it somehow. You can go do it as long as you have the plans. So for me, I didn't know I wanted to be a full time musician until I got to college. And I had a huge wake up call. It was like I went to Penn State Altoona, and if you guys know anything about like Central PA, it's like a barren wasteland. There's nothing to do. No music scene, barely a music scene. They probably got rock there some places, but it's nothing happening there. It's nothing happening there. It's not like a huge music city or anything. So when I got there, I went there. I went there for engineering. I later changed my major. I'm doing IT now, but I went there for engineering. Thought that okay, I could bring my saxophone. Mom said no saxophone. I couldn't go to college with my saxophone. So I'm like, oh snap! No, I did not think about that. I did not think like, how can I function in this place I've never been to? I'm going to college for the first time. Never been anywhere else. By myself. How can I be here for X amount of months without my instrument? So I got there, right? Saw these different people, couldn't connect with them because I'm used to connecting with musicians. So I ended up going into this one room. It was like, they called it the Slep building. And I think people used to play video games and stuff there, but like there was like this grand or baby piano there with ivory keys. I got there, that joint was horrible, man. The keys were messed up. it looked like people poured like Mountain Dew and Gatorade all over the keys and stuff, all the gamers. And that was like the only musical instrument I could find. So that very day, I realized music is my true passion. I need it. I can't live without it. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much. Does that answer your question? I think once I started doing more stuff in the Philly scene and like making more moves, and once I started, showing a lot more, I guess, results for my work, that's when my parents were like, okay, yeah, I could definitely see you doing this as as a living. So that's why I'm doing music. You know, my eventual goal is to do this full time. You know, just be a touring artist and perform my music around the world. But yeah, I guess my parents always took me seriously for music. Um, Prince, what is a music dream you have? Music dream I have, without revealing too much, I would love to tour the world. Like, I would love to tour the world, have my own shows, and be able to like visit everybody. I know a lot of you guys, a lot of my subscribers live in like Europe. A lot of you guys might not even live too much, too far from me. You guys might live in New York or like LA or something. I want to be able to travel everywhere and just play my music with my band for you guys. So that's like my musical dream. That's like one of the main ones. Got a lot of stuff under the pipelines that you probably don't know about just yet. I'm keeping down the raps, but you'll see eventually. Um, let's see. Nino says, when are you dropping an album? Vibes. Um, it's kind of hard to say. I can't give you guys a set release date, but I will say we're getting into the studio latest the end of this year, so like early next year. So I have the people lined up. Right now I'm just getting everything ready, like distribution process, what platforms is the music gonna drop on? Am I gonna do a tour, like a local tour or not? And then obviously it's like this whole thing that's going on around the world. It's kind of, it's kind of it's making it a little bit difficult, but not too difficult. So just trying to plan around that, and just plan for the unexpected. But yeah, can't give you an exact release date, but just know it's coming. All right, what else? It did, cause Lord knows I'm trying to break out as well. Yeah, trust me, man. The way that you break out of this, and this doesn't just apply to anyone that's Nigerian, for anybody, if you guys have a passion, any form of passion, let's say if it's music, right? If you guys are passionate about music and you want to do it from a living, but like your parents want you to do something like being a doctor, lawyer, engineer, scientist, whatever, the main way that you could prove it to them, hopefully, if you guys are allowed to play music, what you got to do is you got to start grinding. You got to secretly grind on your passion. Don't hold, don't fail your classes or nothing. Go hard in school as well, but also try to build a name for yourself and make some moves with the music. Once you do that, start building a resume, start getting some gigs here and there. Once they start seeing the money come in, I guarantee you, they'll start believing you and start saying, you know what, this guy brought in X amount of money from playing his instrument. If that's really what can happen, if we let him do this on a fuller, on a big scale with no restrictions, he could probably make a living off of this. Just show them the receipts and you'll be good to go. Trust me. But you really got to be in there to be able to do this. It can't be like, oh, I get a gig every one, like once a year. You got to actually have like a steady stream. Because if you don't do school, like you got to know when you're ready to go in. But always have a backup plan just in case. That's my goal. That's my whole motto. 2021 gonna be a good year then. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would love for this thing to drop next year. I can't give you guys a release date, but I would love for this to drop next year. It's it's gonna be a really cool project because I've never dropped an official project of mine before. So this will be the first time. I have been thinking about like doing some stuff on the production side and like dropping some small projects here and there to lead up to the main thing. But still thinking about it. But yeah, this project, this EP is gonna be huge. Let's see. It's great to hear musicians generally talking about their work and passion. Cool, man. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. With me, it's not. It doesn't take anything out of me to tell anybody, okay, don't do this, or like, maybe maybe you're doing the right thing, keep doing it. It's not. Doesn't take anything from me to give any kind of advice that I can give. I don't know everything, but hey, I might know something that the other guy doesn't know, or might be trying to learn. You can always you can always offer something new to somebody, and you can always learn from anybody. Let's see. What was your worst performance and best performance? See, that's an interesting question. Like, you guys are asking some really good questions today. My worst performance ever. See, the issue is it has to be something that's like not 100% my fault in a way. Okay, I could say this. My worst performance was probably when I first started playing saxophone. Because when I transitioned from the clarinet to the saxophone, I learned it pretty fast, but my tone quality wasn't there. I was able to play lines and stuff, I was getting that, but the tone quality was not. It wasn't what you're hearing today. It was not what you're hearing today. So I did a freshman talent show in high school, and that was my first time performing on the saxophone in front of my peers. So I was like, oh snap, kind of afraid. I didn't know how to hold it. It was just so awkward, and I don't know, man. It was bad. It was a train wreck. It was a train wreck. I kind of saved it, but it was just not good. It wasn't up to my standards. My best performance ever. So that's kind of hard. Like, I guess solo, my best performance ever. I don't perform by myself, like just solely me and no band. I don't do that too often. I'd say it's got to. Can it be a jam session? Because if it's a jam session, I have the video up. I got a video of like the best saxophone solo I've ever taken. That was pretty cool. But yeah, best performance ever would have to be with my band at some point. I can't think of it, because we've had a lot of nice times. So I don't think I have a best performance. Let's see. All right, cool. So next we are going to do. Let's try my song. We'll either do some. I think we'll try my song "Find Your Light," and then I'll do some improvisation. With the improvisation segment for these videos, I like you guys to come up with some song names. So if you guys can think of a random name, I know in one of my last streams, Nino, he called it pepperoni pizza, or I think we called one called pepperoni pizza. I'm not 100% sure, but we made up a song based off of the name. So think of anything you could think of. It could be anything random, serious, random, who knows. But yeah. So this song is my song "Find Your Light." Kind of talks about what we were talking about earlier. In case you're having trouble finding a passion or a trade in life, this song is for you. All right, that was "Find Your Light." "Find Your Light," another song that will be featured on my EP. I love that one. It's kind of funny because I love City Dreams. I'm not gonna lie, City Dreams is probably my favorite song off the project and one of my favorite songs I've ever made. But whenever I'm out in a performance, people like Find Your Light a lot more, or like they like Find Your Light and City Dreams. So it's kind of interesting how I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that it's usually those two that are like the favorites, but you never really know what people will like unless you play it in front of an audience. So, you know, I don't know. It's cool. Uh, you sound a little like Casey. Thanks. I really appreciate that, man. I listen to a lot of Casey Benjamin too. You know, but Casey with him when he goes outside of the key signature, like when he plays the out notes, whole different game. Whole different game. Him and like Kenny Garrett, to me, they're the best people when it comes to playing like out notes and like bringing it back in. So I'm still working on that. Hopefully we can get there. Man, Nino says, man, I was wondering if you could do a sax tutorial for Pride by Kendrick in the near future. It would be awesome. I will check out Pride. I do know that you commented that in the comments section in the community tab. Yeah. So I'll see if I can do that one. I'll just need some more time to listen to it, and then hopefully I can do that by like maybe next week or so. Yeah, I'll try my best. Let's see. All right, you guys want to think of some names? Let's try to do some like improvisation. Um, let's make a song on the spot. Type in any random song name that you could possibly think of, and we'll do it. I'll make a song off of the name. We could try to yeah, we could try to make something up. Right now I'm looking at Pride. We can make a song called Pride. It'd be cool if we made a song called Pride. Hot burrito. Let's see if we can get at least two more song suggestions, and then I'll decide which one I'll choose. But yeah, it'll literally be something random that I'll make. Yeah. Dirty Waters. Dirty Waters. Ooh. You could really paint a picture with that one. I like that. We'll try one more, and then we'll see what comes up. So one more song name, and then we'll go into the improvisation. Skylight. Skylight. Let's try this. Magic Candle. Okay. How about this? I'm gonna do all of these songs. I'm gonna go in sequential order. So first we'll do Hot Burrito. After that we'll follow it up with Dirty Waters. Next is Skylight, and then after that we're gonna do Magic Candle. So let's try Hot Burrito. All right, Hot Burrito. Dang, it's gonna be interesting. That was Hot Burrito. I like that one. It's like you can kind of take it. It's like a salsa type thing. I don't know. That's kind of cool. We got Dirty Waters. Dirty Waters. I think I got an idea for that one. Dirty Waters. All right, Skylight. Skylight. Let's see. Skylights. Skylight. Right. That was Skylight. Magic Candle. This one might be a little bit trickier. Let's see. Candle. Magic. Let's try. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, that's nice. Oh, that's a sick bass line. I like that one a lot. Dum bum dum dum bum 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 dum dum. Yeah, that one's cool. I like that one. Magic Candles. It's something different. You know, fire emojis. Thank you, thank you. These are bonus tracks. Hey, you never know. One of these might turn into something one day. You never know. I like the last one because it kind of has like a church type vibe. It's weird, but it's cool. All right. I think let's see what other songs I'm gonna do. Yeah. I might think about it. I might think about doing some more of that type of stuff. I haven't done anything gospel on this channel in a minute. From the song, I think I did a poll on the channel. I asked you guys like what kind of songs like should I cover, like what kind of genres. Most of you guys said what would you guys say? You guys said jazz and R&B as like the top ones, but it looked like you guys. And from judging like the videos that I've been seeing like that perform the best on this channel, it seems like you guys like jazz influenced videos. But like anything that contains jazz, you love it. So I'm gonna continue to do that type of stuff. I want to give you guys more of like what you came here for. So I'll try my best to do a lot more tutorials. I know you guys love those tutorials. I'll try to do the song covers as well, and hopefully I can do some gigs, show you guys what I do in the scene, and yeah, that type of stuff. Magic Candle has a Marcus Miller vibes. Yo, Marcus Miller is sick. Speaking of that, I did see comment earlier. I think yeah, I saw it on Prince OTA. You said best music celebrity you've ever seen slash met. So this is a good question. Um I will say I've had a lot of crazy adventures just like going out and about, and I have met a decent amount of people um in the weirdest ways. But if I had to say the best person, it's kind of hard. You know, I've met a couple people. I've met like, as you guys saw on like the community tab post or like on my Instagram. You guys aren't already following me on Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram. The Instagram name is literally right above my head. I think yeah, right there. But yeah, I think I met Erica Badu. She was really cool and humble. That was a crazy experience. I don't know, man. I think the best experience I ever had was meeting Alex Hahn. Cause Alex Hahn, I think I told you guys, the Alex Hahn is the saxophonist for Marcus Miller. So Marcus Miller, he performed in Pennsylvania 2 years ago at the Ardmore Music Hall, and it was one of the best performances I ever seen in my life. This guy, if you don't know who Marcus Miller is, one of the best bassists of all time. He was actually voted as one of the best bassists in the world. Slap bass, everything. He did everything known to man that you could possibly do on a bass. Crazy. And the person that was killing it alongside him was this crazy saxophonist, Alex Hahn. He's a Berkeley graduate, amazing songwriter, Grammy nominated artist, and he's one of my biggest inspirations. So I was like, yo, this is crazy. Because I met him once before that time, but I didn't think he would remember me. So he remembered me. We chopped it up at the bar, and we were just we related on so many different topics. So he's honestly that was probably the best celebrity I met. I met Marcus too, but I didn't get to talk to him enough that day. So I could probably do like a story time or something on that if you guys want. Let's see. Nino says tutorials help me a lot. Yeah. That's actually good to know. I know a lot of you guys. It seems like a lot of you guys like these tutorials. I like doing them. For the longest time, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like I think it's because I didn't know how to like personalize it in the beginning. It was easy to teach you guys how to do it, but it was hard to do it in a way that I enjoyed. So now I think my most recent tutorials I made, I know my mask off tutorial is what kicked the channel off, and I had a lot of fun with that one. I think if I keep that same vibe and like the same vibe that I did my in the mood one that I just did, where I kind of personalized it, I think I might enjoy making tutorials a lot more. So I'm gonna try to push more of those because not gonna lie, my favorite thing to do on this channel is probably the song covers. I love doing the song covers, but I think if I do the tutorials the same way that I did the recent ones, I'll probably start making a lot more tutorials. And since you guys like it, I'll keep doing it. Yesterday I watched your Uptown Vibes saxophone tutorial. That's what's up. Thanks, man. Uptown Vibes, I love that song. It's crazy because I was the first person to make the saxophone cover for the song, and Meek Mill's fan page reposted me back in 2018. So we did like a whole crazy. I orchestrated a crazy Penn State challenge to it. I don't know if you've already seen the video, but check it out. It was fun. It was really fun. I'm not gonna hold you. Like Uptown Vibes, man. I gotta play that song again sometime. Nina said I learned a lot. Hey, thanks. I'm happy that you were able to get something from it. I like the fact that you go straight to the point. Yo, have you ever seen like one of these YouTube videos where it's like you start off, you click on the video because of the thumbnail, right? And it ends up being a whole different type of video that you didn't even expect, and they probably don't get to the point until like the last 2 minutes. I absolutely hate that type of stuff. Like I know they do it for like clickbait, but like it's annoying, man. I'm there with you. I like it when people get straight to the point, you know? it's just crazy having to sit through hours and hours of just nonsense until you get to the straight, to what you signed up for. I don't know. Um, your performances are fire too. It gives Blue Note vibes. Hey, that's what's up. Thank you, thank you. I actually do like I love Blue Note. Like I love Blue Note of New York City. Like that one. That one's sick. You got people like Shadow B, Alex Hahn. Alex Hahn is a beast. You guys got to check out Alex Hahn. If you check him out, listen to his album. His album is crazy. I feel like it's slept on. It's really good. Um, but yeah, Blue Note is one of the best performance venues in America. I still haven't been there yet, but I would love to perform there at some point. When you come into Maryland, we need you here. We want to hear you here. That would be sick to play in Maryland. Matter of fact, it's funny because I do know some cats in Maryland. What's their names? Blackstone. Blackstone, yeah. If you guys know, I don't know, Prince, if you know Blackstone, one of the best neo soul groups. I think they're from Maryland. I met them like back in Penn State, Altoona, like a couple like years ago, probably like 2015, 2016 or something. But yeah, one of the best groups I've ever seen. They're really good. I gotta come to Maryland. I would love to do at least to start off like a tri-state area type um, tour or something like that, where I go to like Jersey, New York, Philly, the DMV area. That'd be lit, and then like hopefully I can go out to Europe because I really want to go to Europe and start playing. I love Europe. It's crazy there. Like I would love to go to Europe. Um. Oh yeah, and by the way, what are the best music venues in Maryland? Like, if I go to Maryland, where should I perform at? Let's see. Clickbait is so annoying. I hate clickbait. I hate clickbait. It's like, I don't know if I see it too much in the jazz community, but like, as far as YouTube in general, it'll usually be like the vlogs or like the pranks and stuff, like the gold digger pranks. You'll see like something that's in the thumbnail that never ends up being inside the video, and they just wanted you to watch all their ads and all that crazy stuff. I don't know, but like it's crazy. um, a show here in Brussels would be crazy. That's lit. I would actually love to come there. I'd love to visit there. Like that would be lit. I think I'm definitely gonna plan out a tour. It's something I've wanted to do for years, so I definitely want to do a tour. Like as soon as my project comes out, I'm gonna look into like how to book certain places in different cities, different parts of the world, all that good stuff, and see what happens. Cause you never know, I might be performing in your city soon. I've heard of them. Okay, you have heard of Blackstone, yeah. Blackstone is killing. They're amazing. Blackstone's an amazing group. You can come to PG County. We have a lot of musicians. That's what's up. A lot of Maryland. Maryland has a lot of great musicians. I like the neo soul scene. Like a lot of the cats I've heard from Maryland have like a really soulful vibe. I don't know if it's the main thing in Maryland, but like you guys are good at soul music. I love that stuff. How's how's the music scene in Brussels? Yeah, Nina, how's the music scene in Brussels? Because I know that place is cool too. Man, I gotta. It's crazy. I'm trying to debate on whether or not I should get a new instrument this year or get a new laptop. Like if I were to get a new instrument, I would get a drum set probably, just so I don't get another saxophone. It'd be cool to have another saxophone, but it's like I have a saxophone and I want to play something new. So I don't know. It's like a drum set, or I get a laptop, get some Final Cut Pro, do some nice crazy transitions for my videos. I'm torn, but who knows? I think this is what I'm gonna do. All right, so it's not 8 o'clock just yet. I'm going to do at least a couple more songs, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, so this next song is going to be... We'll probably do my song Rain. Yeah, this next song is called Rain. It's kind of like a follow-up to City Dreams. It's a little sneak peek at what's to come. The song is basically when you've accomplished all your goals. But yeah, you said get the laptop. I think I might. Like, if you look at somebody, like all my 2018 videos, 2018 was probably one of my best years on YouTube, hands down, because I was just able to drop videos like crazy. And that's when I had Final Cut Pro. You know, Final Cut Pro was lit, and the transitions and everything were crazy in there. So I might end up getting a laptop, man. I might actually have to get a laptop. Alright, so this is my song, Rain.
That was Rain. Rain's another original song of mine. And in case you want to check out this music before the project drops, I have a link inside the description. And this basically shows all of it has all my original music. So definitely check that out if you want to listen to more of my music. Let's see. Nino. It is almost 2 a.m. here in Belgium. See you next time, guys. Peace. Hey, that's mad dedication. Thank you for joining the live stream. 2 a.m., man. It's serious dedication. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys joining my live streams because you guys are what, you guys make this channel what it is. So without you guys, none of this stuff is possible. So thank you to all of you guys. Yeah, I'm finna get that MacBook, man. I think I'm gonna get a MacBook. I've wanted it for so long, and I miss Final Cut. When I had Final Cut Pro, my editing skills, man, I would drop videos. I'd be finished, editing videos like probably 5 videos a day. It was crazy. Premiere Pro is what I edit on right now. It's such a long experience, a long process, but I'm finna edit a lot. I'm finna get a MacBook so I can drop a lot more bangers, But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for this live stream. Of course, man, I'll see you later, Nino. Thanks for joining the live stream. Yeah, so this wraps it up for this live stream. Thank you guys for joining this live stream. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be reposting all of your comments inside my Instagram stories. All right? If you like this video, please make sure to like, comment. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure to follow me on social media. Links are down below in the description. Also, make sure to turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. YouTube tries to make it so you guys can't find my videos. Definitely click that bell so you guys can be notified whenever I drop a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.